Chambers was once the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Now he's in jail after drugs were found at his home, even though they weren't his. Chambers is thrown into a cell with a junkie named Stephen, a nervous, shaking British man. One day, he hears yelling. Stephen is being beaten by a group of inmates. No one lifts a finger. They just watch. Chambers approaches them and helps Stephen. He doesn't hesitate. He wades into the fight. One punch drops the first attacker. He kicks another. Then he drops an uppercut, dropping the last one. A crowd forms, watching in silence. Chambers then just turns and walks away, pushing through the crowd. Stephen chases after Chambers and thanks him. Later, as they walk, Stephen explains the truth. A mob runs this prison. A man named Gaga controls everything: the fights, the guards, the money. Boyka is the undefeated champion, and Chambers wasn't sent here by accident. He was brought here to be Boyka's next victim, to make Gaga rich. Stephen urges him to lie low, to survive. But Chambers isn't listening. He's already planning. Boyka then sees his men hurt because of Chambers. They began to argue and fight again, forced to separate by the guards. In another fight, Boyka fights and wins easily. He then points out to Chambers and warns him. Chambers stays silent. Markov comes to convince Chambers to fight Boyka, but Chambers declines the offer. Markov then orders him to clean the sewage by handing him a dirty shovel. Chambers refuses to clean the dirty sewage and throws the shovel. Markov orders Chambers to take the shovel or they will force him. Markov takes out the knife and threatens Chambers. An elderly man named Crot comes and helps Chambers. Chambers is impressed by the strength of Crot. Back at his cell, Stephen tells Chambers about Crot, that he was a commander in the Russian army. He killed a prison guard and will live the rest of his life in the sewers. He tells Chambers that he's lucky because he can get out of prison by fighting Boyka. At night, Boyka's men approaches Stephen and tells him that he must convince Chambers to accept the fight or they will kill him. In the next morning, Chambers decides to teach them a lesson. He fights them and Crot helps him. The guards take Chambers to a dirty place to torture him and force him to accept the fight. Crot helps Chambers by giving bread and soup. He tells Chambers the truth. He will never escape this prison unless he fights Boyka. Later, Chambers meets with Gaga. Gaga tells him that he can escape this prison quick by accepting the fight. Chambers' lawyer says the same thing, which angers Chambers. He has no more choice but to fight Boyka. He starts training every day with the help of Crot and Stephen.